Hello, hello, hello. Happy day after Christmas. Look at us. Hope y'all are doing well. We're just gonna be finishing up some of these switches that I started about a week or so ago. So yeah, finish them up and then we'll just hang out for a little bit and see what's new in the mech world, maybe see if there's any interesting sales or anything going on. So take a look. We'll finish lubing these first. Pretty chill. Yeah, hang out, stick around. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Cool. Alright, let's get started here. Okay. Hopefully everything looks good. I got a new Wi-Fi card, so no more dusty power line adapters or anything like that. So hopefully this Wi-Fi card is a little bit better than what you're used to seeing. Alright, so just looping some meteorites that I got from Swag Keys. I'm gonna be filming them, all that fun, good stuff. Cool. It's gonna be pretty chill, very low key. I'm gonna get these done soon so I can put them in a board or something. Maybe test them out if we have time today. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see some of this. I don't know how like the quality is. I know with like the power line adapter it was kind of like awful. So I'm just gonna give this a go and see how it looks, I guess. If you guys want to let me know if it looks okay, if it's like laggy at all or anything like that, that would be much appreciated. Other than that, we're just hanging out. Very chill, very relaxed. Yes, #1 chill streamer. Hope you guys got what you want for Christmas. Got a ton of goodies. Very excited for that. Very excited to do some more builds. Oops. Hope everyone's holidays were good. If you guys did some traveling, visiting family and all that. I went down to the beach with my partner, and we visited their families, which was nice. Visited their grandparents down by the beach. Their cousins and their aunts were all there, so it was nice. Pretty chill. Had a lot of really good food. And yeah, overall very, very low-key, very relaxed. And I actually ended up working today, so we actually left last night to come home so I can get ready for work today. Which wasn't terrible, but wish I would have stayed longer. It's always nice to see their family though. Couple of days left of 2021. Very exciting. Hopefully the quality looks a lot better. I should probably ask my partner there in the other room. But I don't know if them looking at the stream is gonna mess up my bandwidth or something. But I'll probably ask him to do that. Just to check it out. Oh, it like makes my hand hurt. I think there's about 20 left. I did a batch a couple days ago before the holidays. Just to do it, so I don't have to do as much. It's always kind of nice. Because it does like put a strain on my back, which kind of sucks. And like my neck too. My neck, my back. Yeah, now y'all are probably with your families, so no pressure to stay. We're just vibing tonight. Yeah. All my friends are with their families, so spent all weekend and more with my partner, so wanted to get some alone time. Just hang out, do some lubing, hang out with you guys. Listen to some lo-fi. Very relaxed, very serene. I also want to see like if there's any year-end sales that we can take a look at too once I'm done with these, to see if there's anything worth looking at. I'm probably going to be done all of my shopping, so it doesn't hurt to look, as long as I don't buy, or else my partner would be very upset with me. Don't want that to happen. I can hear my partner yelling at my one cat in the other room. Because he's still kind of young, so he'll get into, like, closets and whatnot and, like, try to eat everything. He's on countertops and on, like, the uppers of the counters, which is not great. Hey, sheep. How are you? I'm doing well. I had a pretty long day today at the fruit stand. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was busy, so it went by quick. Hopefully your holiday was good. Good to see you. That's a little too much. Darn. I always do this. I overestimate. Holiday was great, and you're good. You vibing at work right now? Oof, I feel that. Are you West Coast? Because it's pretty late over here. I'm on East Coast. I need to clean this up a little bit. West Coast? Nice. Well, hopefully you get out soon. Unless you really like the job, then hopefully the work that you're doing is eventful and you're not suffering too much. Alright. Just slow at work. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do? 11 p.m. PST? Oh my god. Brother. Oh, that's interesting. What does that entail? Field engineering. That's pretty cool. Smart boy. Airport IT. Nice. Well, that's fun. Do they just put you in like an office and have you do all that work, or are you like actually like out on like the tarmac and stuff like that? Airport IT. Nice. That was like fun though. Alone in your office? No. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm guessing you work from home, question mark? Like part-time? Do they make you go into the office like once a week or something like that? Although I guess it is nicer to be able to work from home since you have everything, you know? Do walkthroughs once in a while to make sure everything is good physically. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I did see a little spike there in terms of video. Well, that's fun. It's nice to sort of be out once in a while. Yeah, we're just vibing. Did you get anything fun for Quimus? Oh god. I can hear my partner yelling. Oh. He just gets into everything. The little boy, the little orange boy. You know how orange cats are. Very crazy. Aw, very cute. Love that for you. Me too. Oh, you don't celebrate personally? Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, that's like such a weird thing to think about. Like, I guess I forget that like not everyone celebrates it. It's interesting to me. Like, it's just like a normal, it's like a normal Saturday for you. Most times, I bet. Or whatever day of the week it happens to fall on. Well, hopefully it was fun and that you guys got to hang out for a little bit. It's not bad, TBH. Still feel the festivities? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, any time to be around, like, friends and family is always nice. So do appreciate that chance. Yeah, my partner and I went down to their grandparents along the beach, and the weather was like surprisingly warm, which is strange to be in December, but it's nice to see their grandparents, which is nice. Yeah, spent it with their sort of immediate family. Very cozy indeed. Yeah, it was nice. There was a lot of presents because partner's sister has kids, so there were a lot of presents and a lot of kid presents. But that was fun. Very cozy indeed. Do you have anything planned for like the New Year? Or I don't know if you celebrate like Chinese New Year or anything like that. I don't know if you have like New Year's Eve plans or anything like that, going out, staying in. New Year's Eve plans to work? Yikes. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, I have to work on New Year's Day. But New Year's Eve I'll probably be at a friend's place. So that'll be fun. As you commute far. Oh no. No more kisses. No more kisses for New Year's. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. New Year's at the airport. Very fun. You'll probably see a bunch of people traveling for New Year's too. It's pretty wild. Hi. Oh. It's all Gucci. Yeah. Very, very fun. Well, hopefully you like your job and it's not, it's not bad. Let's put these bad boys on. Oh man, the last time I was doing this, I knocked one over, or like didn't take it out enough, and it snapped and everything fell apart, and I wanted to cry, but it's fine. It happens. You'll be surprised to see a lot of people on New Year's Eve, though there's so many people flying on Christmas Day. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about like how many people travel like during the holidays. But yeah, I mean, we celebrated like Christmas Day, like we drove back that night, so there was a good amount of people on the roads during the nighttime. But yeah, I guess a lot of people just like travel day of, because I guess plane tickets are less expensive on the day and more expensive like days before, because I guess they have to travel before the actual holiday. So no work on holiday day, have to travel. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Okay, spoings. Yeah, I would love to fly more if given the opportunity. I don't know, I enjoy flying. And I just got my passport, which is cool. So I can finally go to like Europe and stuff like that. So that would be very fun. Very fun. Have you ever traveled sort of outside of the US, or do you travel a lot? Do you go on vacations? never know what to do to separate the springs. I feel like I have to like touch it at some point, and I don't really want to because it gets like the oil on my fingers. So I'll just suffer. I don't travel often. Been outside the US 3 times. That's not too bad. Before I got my passport, I actually went back to China to visit my like grandparents with my family. And that was maybe the only time I've been abroad. Yeah, I think that was the only time I've been abroad, and I think it was just that one time. But yeah, I've traveled sort of domestically a few times. Sometimes driving. Like my partner and I drove to Boston back in October for a 21 Pilots concert. So that was a lot of driving, but it was fun. A lot of fun. Hi, Nan. What do you prefer? Tam? I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. Hi, Sean. Going abroad is fun, although jet lag is rough. Yeah, all I remember from the plane ride to, that is a different spring. That is not, wait, hold on. Do you guys see this? I don't know how well you guys can see that, but that's just like a regular looking spring. This is there's a section in there. Wait, hold on, I need to figure this out. Driving up to Boston for New Year's Eve. Hey, that's awesome. Call me whatever you want. I want to call you Tam. If that works for you. How are you doing, Tam? Hope you're well. It's a double spring, right? Okay, that's what I thought. Where in Boston are you going, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, there's like one single double spring in this batch of regular springs. I'm really confused. I'm really confused because I don't think what's going on? Finish up Karen. Oh, nice. Is it pronounced Karen? Karen? Sharon? I don't know. There's so many different pronunciations for like Greek stuff. Downtown and North End. Not familiar with Boston because you're from New York. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, Boston's a lot of fun. We try to go to Boston, I think, at least once a year or something like that. We try to go for like PAX East, because I have a couple of friends that go down there. But yeah, Boston's a really fun place to be. I'd like to live there one day in the near future. Karan. Interesting. Yeah, I never know how that's pronounced, honestly. There's so many different ways of pronouncing it. Meteorites, these are gonna be just for myself. I have a habit of like lubing a bunch of springs and then never using anything. And never using any of them, so. No, they're gonna be for me. Yeah. Am I going to PAX East next year? I might. If not, I'll just go to the city during that time and like meet up with a couple of people, just because like I like to walk the floor, but like I don't go to any of the panels, so I feel like the tickets wouldn't really be worth it at that point. And I kind of wish they just sold like floor tickets to walk like the booths and everything, because it's nice to see all like the gaming, to see like all the developers and Discord. They're always a fun time. Boston is very expensive. The cost of living is really, really high, but I mean, they pay well, so floor's a lot more fun. Way less huge companies and advertisers. Yeah. I do want to take advantage of going to the panels if there were any interesting ones. But yeah, I'm considering. I'd have to talk to my partner about that, because we make decisions together, because that's what happens when you're in a committed long-term relationship. Yeah, that's really weird that there's one single double in like a batch of regular springs. Lots of cool indie developers. Yeah, it's always nice to see. I don't know. I haven't really been gaming all too much. Mostly because like I just don't have enough time and like the bandwidth to like pay attention to stuff. But I haven't really been playing many games lately. And also like the games that I play are like super hardcore and like it's not fun by myself. So I like to play with my friends. So I don't know. I haven't been gaming much. Hopefully pick that back up in the new year because everyone's probably like with their families and everything, so not a big deal. I hope there's enough springs. I think I might have I hope I have like an extra spring somewhere. Just got Hades and it's addicting. Ooh, I've heard good things about that game. Really fun to talk to devs and artists. Yeah, and that's what I like to do. I like to like just have conversations and learn more about like the whole process. A lot of Pokemon to me. Haven't even become champion. Aw. Yeah, I'd have to check that out because I used to really like platformers. I don't know, just recently I just haven't been wanting to game, I guess, by myself. I really want to play Unpacking. That game looks super cute and cozy. Better they got it on sale? Nice. We love sales. It's my favorite. Pokemon post-game Grand Underground. Halo Infinite. Yeah, a bunch of my friends have been playing Halo. And I don't know. I guess I mainly just get frustrated at like the time to kill is like so high and I just can't. I'm just impatient. And it frustrates me because it makes me feel like I'm really bad at the game. Yeah, my friend's really enjoying the campaign. So I don't know, maybe I have to give it another go, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been having too much fun with it, if I can be honest. Because I personally, I do like arena shooters. Like I played a ton of like Battlefield 1. But I don't know, for some reason this game just makes me frustrated. Meant to be played as a team, so time to kill is quicker when you work together. Yeah, and that's what happened too. Like a couple of my friends sort of, they take it kind of seriously and I just kind of want to be chill. And they get like really competitive. And sometimes it's not very fun playing with them because they take it so seriously, but most of the time, they're not like that most of the time. But sometimes with Halo and like other games, like that's why like I feel like we stopped playing Valorant. That's my phone. Oh, is it doing that again? I don't want it to do that again. But yeah, I think that's why a lot of us stopped playing Valorant because like either we couldn't work together as a team or like we just couldn't play together, I guess. Bree, baby, hi. How are you? I hope you're well. I miss you. I haven't talked to you in like a hot minute. How are you? Happy post-Christmas. Yeah, and I mean Valorant also just like frustrated me because I didn't play like Counter-Strike or anything like that. So it's like my first strategic map-based shooter. So keep missing my streams. I know. That's okay. That's okay though. I still love you. But yeah, it just I don't know. Getting used to the spray pattern was probably the hardest part of Valorant, and I feel like I got a little bit better towards the end, and then all of a sudden no one wanted to play anymore. So that's interesting, but I'd like to pick it back up again, but I just know that I'm going to be really frustrated at my spray control because it's really bad. Very, very bad. Bree, how was your Christmas? Miss you. Have you built any more boards since you got the NK65, I think? What board am I gonna put these in? That's a good question. I don't know yet. I kind of just like buy switches and lube them and keep them sort of on the board behind me until I find the time to like put these in a board. I don't know if I can be honest. I recently swapped out, that's my phone again, Jesus. I don't like this, I don't know why it's doing that. Well, because I'm plugging my phone into the computer to charge so it doesn't die. But I recently switched out my work board on the left here, this one, and put the Polaris grays in here just to see if I like them. And if I don't, I might just swap it out and put the meteor whites in there. That has a PC plate with like foam in the base, so. Yeah, I don't know. I have a really bad habit of just like hoarding stuff and having it readily available if I need it, I guess. But yeah, I also just enjoy the lubing process, so it's kind of just nice for me to do this. And if I find a board to put them in, I probably will. Existing as usual. Big mood. Still planning to build one to stream it, but I'm missing cords for the capture card. Okay, so I don't have a capture card, and I just kind of just wing it, honestly. But also all my boards are delayed. Oh my god. Yeah, that sucks. I get the feeling, dude. Aw, Bree. You should just do it. I mean, I'm literally like using my phone and like a little arm that I have set up here and like OBS. That's literally it. I don't have a capture card or anything fancy like that. And I think it seems to work well. I don't really know. I feel like the quality isn't as good, but I got a Wi-Fi card, so it should make it a little bit better because that power line adapter was not working well. So not very fun for me. Yeah, Sean, I've been waiting for, let's see, I think I have 2 boards coming. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is very, hold on. This is very odd, because I'm pretty sure this is... Did I not open... Are these all the... Okay, I'm, like, very confused right now. Okay. So do you see this? It's a white stem, right? It's like an opaque white stem. Okay. This is a translucent. It looks like a palm stem. Like a very Am I going crazy, or is this not the same? Am I okay? What happened? Because this is the, okay, so there's that double switch, or that double spring, right? And okay, hold on. Now I have to see if one of the housings are different. I don't think, it doesn't look like they are, but that's really odd. And I'm honestly too lazy to reach out to Sly Keys about this, because I really don't. Not that I don't care, but like, I couldn't see it, but that's super weird. I know, it's strange, right? Gonna look for a bed. Okay. Have fun with work. Catch you later. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, this is not the right color stem. Let me see if I can like get a better, I mean, I'm just gonna put it in my hand. Think about your trip there. Aw, Bree. You're gonna make me cry. Oh, the lighting's like really bad. But that one is the translucent one, and that one is the opaque one. Yeah, Bree, it was really fun having you. You should come back, please. God, it's really freaking weird. Set that aside. I'm just gonna keep going, or else I'm never gonna finish lubing these. Oh, Bree. Oh, they're not the same. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. And at this point, like I said, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna let it happen. Because I have enough for like a full board, so I'm not too worried about it. Turn this down a tad. Probably the factory mixed them up. Yeah, that's like really strange. I'm gonna have one that's like super bouncy because of that double. Yeah, that is certainly really, really weird. Wait, so Bree, so you haven't built the board yet? Or did you, like, do you have more coming, or are you... You said you were trying to stream it, right? Yeah, I don't know what your streaming setup looks like, so I can't really comment on it. Not yet. You have 2 sets of switches now, a board, and a set of caps. Ooh, what other switches did you get? Because I know I lubed the Magic Girl ones. Did you get more tactiles, or did you get a set of linears? Oh, also, Sean, what boards are you waiting for? I forget if you told me or not. So you bought at the beginning of the year? Okay. Do you know what color they are? Oh, Fuji 65. Is that the one that... Oh no, the 75 is the one that just came out or is coming out soon, I think. The Vega KL90 Thermal. Oof. Yeah, I don't know when RamaWorks is getting all that stuff out, because I bought the Kara Sequence 2, and I have not heard any updates. And then I'm also waiting for the... Oh god. I'm also waiting for the Freebird 60. Which one would you say that you are most excited for? Honestly, the same colors as the one that I did, except the one set had set of stems glowed and the one didn't. Wow. Expect soon until you get a shipping notification. Yeah, it's kind of like a toss-up at this point, honestly. Oh yeah, no, I think... No, you definitely told me about them and I just forgot because I'm terrible. I do remember you telling me about the devoted ones. Okay, nice. Yeah, Rama, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on as far as COVID is concerned too. So yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Yeah, which board are you most excited to get? Vega. Never tried gasket mount. Okay, cool. Ooh, the portal's nice. I like that back weight a lot. That really caught my eye. Note higher and stuff is like, yeah, it's so hard to tell too, like especially I feel like the market is already so saturated that like it's hard to tell what's high end and what's mid end, and it's just it's hard to decipher, like especially coming into the hobby too. A welding tool or like a soldering thing? Waiting for that to arrive. Yeah, I saw, whose build did I see? Don't remember who. Someone built it and I watched it and it was really nice. It looked really cool. The color on the weight looks really awesome. Yeah, it's I don't even know how to put the boards in terms of like high end, low end, mid end, just because it's so different for each person, you know. No clue. Just saw we posted some pics that I have no idea what they do. Oh, me. Oh, I thought you said you did, Bree. No, I'm being silly. I can't read. Yeah, I got a little soldering tip. Because I have 2 tips right now and they work fine, but I wanted to try out the flat tip because it's a little bit bigger. I know, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Yeah, I got that and some soldering, I guess solder. And then I got I got a WoW stick. So that's a lot of fun. Also, not like you can go somewhere to Best Buy and try one. I know! You have to put your money hoping and you'll like it. Yeah, that's the worst part about the hobby, I think, is the group buys. Cause like, objectively, right, like the Mr. Suit is a very decently priced TKL, and like a lot of people think as far as like the pricing goes, it's like a mid-range board. To me, that's my high end. Like to me, that's like Mr. Suit is like the best TKL you can buy. So it's really hard to like say, or like, you know, it's really hard to give other people or like tell other people what to think too. Yeah, it is. It's really good for its price, and like a lot of people are like, oh, just because it's like under $400 is considered like mid-range. Like no, like to me, like this is the board for me, you know. So it's all preference. It's all preference. That's silly. Pricing is not that simple. I know. I know. And like it's a really well made board. I mean, as long as, hey, listen, like as long as you enjoy it and as long as it makes you happy, that's your end game right there. You know? It's how I've always thought about it too. Especially now with like the Freebird TKL and like other more affordable entry options, like it really, yeah, and to your point, like pricing is not that simple. It really drives home that point, I think. Price is mid-range, but the performance is good because after a certain point you're paying for the hype or the finishing. Yeah, like, and like not to like, and I don't want to like shit on other keyboard designers, but like Cruel World, love it. I love the board itself. I love the little smiley face logo. I would not buy that board. I don't care how much it is. Like I would not buy a board. Like $600 for a TKL. No thanks. Again, like it's well designed and like I like it, but I would not pay that amount of money for a TKL. But that's just me. Again, it's all personal preference. And the hype. Yeah, the hype is really what you're buying. Like people reselling like Janes and key colts for over like 1,000. or even over 2,000 at this point is just, I can never understand. Like, I get that it's exclusive, but I guess if people really wanted to collect it, I guess they can. And it's also like just really hard to buy in general, so I guess I understand why it's that high. But that I never like understood. Whenever I see one, I just cringe a little bit about it, but I know that it won't sound that much better than a cheaper gasket board. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised. I know like a lot of content creators are doing like those like $100, $50 challenges where, you know, they try to make a really cheap board sound good, and like you'd be surprised by how many cheaper options of boards that sound really good. So I mean, if it works for you, like if a plastic GK61 works for you, then it works for you, you know? But yeah, it's about paying the premium and paying the brand, so paying for the brand. That's what it is. Yeah. And now that there's so many different mods out there, you can, you know, really make your board sound how you want it to. Common misconception that plastic cases sound bad. Yeah. I think it's also like, you're ingrained to think that like, oh, aluminum, good material, yes, heavy, premium, you know? And like, you can do a lot of things with plastic. I guess people just don't, or I guess they're buying into like the hype of the material or something like that. But yeah, as long as it's like well constructed and like the design is good, and if that justifies the price, then like, yeah, like I'll consider it. Right, it's all preference. Plastic sounds deeper than alu. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can achieve some really, really nice sounds with plastic cases. Yeah, it's all preference, and a lot of people like try to gatekeep that too. Like, oh, if you don't have a expensive board, you can't come to this meetup, blah blah blah. Nicer finishing if it looks super, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely an aspect too. But yeah, I don't like it when people try to like gatekeep stuff like that. Or like, oh, like, you know, your end game is you know, some like budget aluminum board. Like, hey, that's fine. Because it's that person's end game and it makes them happy, so, you know, who are you to say something different? But yeah. Personal preference. Like, for example, the Monoki, the Singapore keyboard designer, their stuff is really nice and really high quality. And if I was in the market for it, I would for sure buy the Hero, the 65% that they have going on right now. Like, that's, like, to me, it's a good brand. They are very transparent on what's in the board, what, you know, the construction of the board and stuff like that. Like, to me, like, that's something worth investing. Hey, saved. Some of my best sounding boards are 3D printed or stacked acrylic. Yeah, see, there you go. Like, a lot of people just sort of wave those aside. But yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I mean, personal preference. Thinking about the Hero at some point. Justify owning so many boards. I know. It's bad. I feel like it'll get real bad. Cause like at some point you just have to stop, and it's impulse bot. Oh no. The Hero SE. Oh my god, you have to send pictures. Oh, it's so nice. I really can't. I really can't be doing that anymore, because I impulse bought a lot of stuff when I first started out, and let's just say your girl's in a lot of debt. Which, I mean, in the first place, I probably shouldn't have done that in the first place, but here we are. We're working through it. We don't have to pay student loans until, what, May? Yeah, the SE looks really, really good. And I kind of am thinking about having like my quote unquote end game 65% board and just like stop. Smile, yeah. All brass shiny bounty hunter. Oh my god, it's gonna look so good. I think everyone overbuys. Yeah, for sure. Had to sneeze. Sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, I was pretty bad when I first got into the hobby. Terrible. What switches are these? These are the SP Star Meteor Whites that I'm lubing right now. I think if you do exclamation point lubing, I think I have some commands set up. Basic navy, yeah. I really like, and I don't usually say this because my palette is very dark, but I really like the pink weight, and I think the pink body. It just looks so nice, and I think it'll go. I think it'll look really good with the Notion PBT Notion that I have. But yeah, I don't think I can. I don't think. Well, I mean, I know I can't, and I know that my partner will not let me buy another board right now, because I did say that this is the Mr. Suit is probably one of the last boards I'm going to buy for an entire year, solely because I think this is it. Like Mr. Suit is it for my TKL at least. But I'm not even gonna look at another board, I don't think, until I consolidate some of that debt and maybe like sell off some other boards that I have and work towards like a final quote unquote end game for my 65%. And I think that might be it. And I'll just look, and switches and caps I'll probably keep looking at. But as far as boards go, I mean, unless there's like a really interesting mounting method or like something new and innovative, I probably won't even look at. But yeah, the hero looks really, really good. Oh, did you guys see that Space 65? Or I guess Gray Studio? I think it was either an Instagram story or maybe it was a post, or maybe it was both. But they showed off a yellow flex cut PCB, and it looks like it's for the space or cyber space. No, Cyber Voyager. Yes, I think it's for that board. But I really like the design of that board. I know it's like just like your traditional gasket mounted board. But yeah, the Space 65 Cyber Voyager looks really nice, personally to me. I'm curious to know what that sounds like with that flex PCB. I wonder if they're gonna offer like PE modding as well. I feel like every board is doing that now with the PE mods. Not into fancy flex cuts. Jesus. Yeah, and that's fine. Like the Mr. Suit, I feel like was really hyped, and I mean, yes, did I buy into that hype? Sure. But it was just really interesting to see the flex cuts, because I mean, I have all the foam installed, and it's still like really, really flexy, and just like the general typing experience just feels really nice to me. But hey, like if you're not into that, I mean, no problem. I've been thinking about when once saved, I think, came in. I've been thinking about getting like a 3D printed or like a stacked acrylic board, just to have, because I think it's interesting, and like I would like to see how that affects sound, especially with stacked acrylic. I guess for me, from like a design standpoint, I'm personally just like not a fan of the stacked design, I guess. Would be like the only thing that's holding me from purchasing something like that. Like the Neko Small that Playmaker's doing. Cute as hell. I want it. I just, one, it's a 40%. Two, I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about the stacked acrylic design, I guess. Built a Mr. Suit for a customer, never had a board feel that flexy. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, like, how innovative it's getting. And I think I also just think it sounds really good. I really like the quote-unquote marbly feel to it. Don't like the sound of the Numro. WT60 since it has so much reverb on a plateless build. Ah, so that's the other thing. Like, I haven't tried a plateless or like a half plate build, so I personally can't speak on how that sounds, because I don't want to pull something out of my ass for something that I have no experience with, you know? Stacked acrylic boards are legit PCBs in cases that I made. Oh, that's nice. Plateless? Yeah. So from what I understand, and I could be wrong, so correct me and school me if you need to. Essentially, it's exactly what it sounds like. You don't have a plate between your switches, your PCB, and your case. Again, I could be pulling it out of my ass. I know a half plate, there is a big cutout in the plate. Mounting it doesn't work with, it doesn't work with every mounting style. Okay. So then would that require a solder PCB, or can it be a hot swap PCB? And how would that work? I guess, what type of mounting style would it be? Would it have to be like gasket, or walk me through this? I want to learn, please. It's almost like top-mounted boards can't do plateless, because most top-mounted boards mount the assembly to the top via the plate. Yeah, that makes sense. Plateless is nice if the PCB is gasket mounted with tabs. Yeah, I can see that. So it depends on the design. The Equinox. I don't think I've heard of that before. Let's see. 7V PCBs designed similar. Oh, this is cute. This is a very cute little, like, 40%. Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. Look at that. Learning new things every day. I love that for me. Did I already put lube on this? I can't tell. I did. Okay. You do have to solder for plateless, and 5-pin switches are preferred, right, to make sure the switches are straight. Yeah, that does make sense. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I would also like love to play around with different mounting methods and plateless and half plate builds. I also have yet to buy my first Alice/Arisu board. I really like arrow keys and I use them a lot, so I feel like I would need the Arisu layout. I've been looking at the KBD fans. I think it's pronounced Maya, M-A-J-A. The Vulcan Maya. That looks interesting to me. But again, right now I can't really justify buying any more boards because I am in debt. Basket weave yesterday. Again, that's another board that I have to look up. Let me see. Definitely takes a bit to adjust for the Arisu, but it's fun and comfy to use. And that's what I'm thinking too. I feel like it'll be really comfortable to use, especially that like if you're resting your hands naturally, it conforms to the shape. One saves. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Through hole kit. Okay, someone explained to me what a through hole kit was, and I was a little bit confused. Oh, cool. So it's okay. I know that they're a little bit difficult to build, I think. If that's, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, yeah, it looks... Oh, where you solder all the components yourself. Gotcha. Is it hard to... Okay, is it hard to, like, fuck up? Be honest. Considering that I've only soldered a couple of times. Is it USB-C since the pins are small, but Flux can fix that? Oh, okay. Oh, that's not expensive at all. Oh, it is a group buy. Oh, man. Okay. This definitely looks really interesting. And that would be really, I think it'll be really fun to build too. I'll have to keep an eye on it. That's really interesting. Thank you for sharing. It's not really hard, just time consuming. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not and I don't know what this design is called. It might be something like super easy that I just never paid attention to. Oh, through hole Allison's. Oh yeah, I do remember seeing that. Yeah, on their website. Kits are cheap, but the build process is time consuming, but not terrible if you follow the build guides. Okay. Yeah, I much prefer. I guess you would call them like a taller profile board, where like the keycaps sort of sit flush with like the top side of the board. Again, that's just like an aesthetic choice for me, but I mean, I'd be open to like trying something new, you know, with I guess an exposed design like that. If that makes sense. I don't know. Am I making sense, or am I just like talking out of my ass right now? I feel like I do that a lot. High profile like styles of boards. Like I don't like a lot of the drop boards because one, they're 3-pin, and I just don't like how you can see like underneath the key caps, I guess. Makes sense to me. Thanks. Most reviewers call it low profile versus high profile. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's also just like an aesthetic choice. But yeah, no, I was talking to Guns the other day, and he's got me thinking about getting like a small little split keyboard and doing like Choco switches and like maybe like Choco caps or something like that. I think that might be really interesting to play around with too. I think I'd like to do that too. Have like a split keyboard. Just like mess with and practice too, soldering. Just to have a nice variety. Through hole without a case, literally no sidewall, so it definitely sounds different since the sound is not contained in a case. Yeah, that makes sense too. Okay. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm like super open into trying new things, so you see something that's interesting, send it my way. I'll take a look at it and find some time to maybe build it on stream or something like that. PCB components. That'll be interesting to learn how to do. Learning new things every day. I love that for me. You guys are just like a wealth of knowledge. I appreciate you guys. Is this a lo-fi cover of... It is. It is. Say So by Miss Doja Cat. I love that. I didn't notice that. Huh, that's really funny. Right. That's really funny, actually. It's really funny. Okay, 2 more, and then I think it's only a couple, like I think 10 more or something like that. Skirgu? Not having the second B on the Arisu. What's up with, yeah, so what does that mean, not having a second B? Does that make like a big difference? There's so many different like through-hole kits. SK Ergo. The one character where people either use either hand. Oh, so I guess then you're confined to only using your left hand. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Huh. I see. I also just have 2 Bs. Okay, cool. Okay, that's what I thought, and I didn't want to. Okay, it's good to know that I thought correctly. So I was like, I hope that's what it is, but like I also feel like it could also be, haha, like one of those like layout, like layer change keys, I guess. Okay, but yes, that makes sense. Oh, and then yeah, because I do remember, because a lot of kits don't come with like an extra B to be compatible with Alice layouts. Some people are mad about that, I guess, too. Can ask most people in the community and they'll answer nicely. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I have like kind of dumb questions, but it's good to know it'll be answered nicely. So thank you. Very few streams and Discords are actually toxic. Yeah, I tend to, yeah, and I don't really, and I guess maybe this is just me, but like I don't really talk all that much in everyone's Discords. I just kind of just like, I like to read and just sort of be in the channels and just creepily watch. And same thing with like streams too. I don't really chat when I'm watching a stream. I just sort of relax and just hang out. So yeah, I think I'm in started muting most channels except the helpful ones. Yeah, I feel like the people that I've been watching are pretty nice and not toxic. Again, I don't know if we should talk about that. But yeah, I feel like most people that I watch are generally very nice and not mean. So, especially getting into a stream where the person doesn't act like they know everything. I try not to. Yeah, I definitely, sometimes I'll be like, oh, blah, blah, I know what this is. But most times, I think if I'm confident enough about a topic, I can be like that. But with this, I mean, I can't do that just because I know that I'm going to be wrong most of the times. Like, if you ask me a question about a specific fruit phone stand brand, yeah, then I can confidently tell you answers. But stuff like this, I'm not gonna say, oh, I know everything. Oh. So, but thank you. That's really kind of you. The help channels. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a lot of info to know and everyone keeps changing. Yeah. I tried to participate in one of those and I got some helpful answers and other non-helpful answers. And I want to say like 80% of them were not very helpful. So I stopped doing that, and that's why I don't talk in Discords anymore. But yeah, I feel like that's like the best way to have engagement and like meet people. I guess, which is why like I'm also like streaming too. Is to like talk to you guys and just like meet more people in the community, I guess. But it's harder to do that on Discord, I think, because there's just so many people. I think it's not very productive. It's a community to learn, and people watching may be wondering as well. Giving a guess or a personal opinion may lead to some said new keep. Yeah, exactly, the wrong direction. Yeah, and that's why like take everything I say with a grain of salt because I barely know what I'm talking about. But thank you for that. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I try not to act like I know everything. Oh god, I hate it when it does that, when it snaps up and then the film moves. Yeah, I definitely try to look up answers to questions when I can, or if I really don't know, I'll like ask, because I definitely am like the type of person who like will read a lot of reviews and like talk to people that have actually used products and stuff like that before I like buy it. Cause like personal experience and personal opinion like matters to me more, like much more than like, you know, like just someone reviewing it on the internet, I guess. Just like reading endless reviews and then like actually talking to someone that's had experience with it, I guess. I don't know. Again, I don't make much sense. Twitch and Discord have different uses when it comes to getting info. Yeah, support from multiple experts. Twitch is nicer for community engagement and hanging out. Yeah, I would agree with you. Yeah, I think support is like a big part of Discord. Like I'm in a lot of like like the vendors Discords. Like purely just for like the support side of things. And like while it's nice that they have like their respective like chat channels, I don't really participate in them, and like if I do, it's very rare. I think just like the volume of people in there is like too much for me to handle. And like I much prefer like just like streaming a little bit and just hanging out. And like it's definitely like a lot more intimate, and it is, I guess, a little bit scary. Just because like I'm so new to like the whole like streaming thing as well, so. But it's nice to be vulnerable from time to time, I suppose. But yeah, community engagement for sure. Because like I really like helping people. Um, that's why like I love what I do for my job, my two jobs. Just like being able to help people, I think is like my favorite part of my jobs. And like even with this too, like I get to help people in something that I'm like really passionate about. Which is cheesy, but it's true. I know I sound exasperated, but yeah, it really is what it is. This one is funky feeling. I don't know why. What do I do for work? Yeah, for sure. So, my day job, Monday through Friday, I do a lot of project management. Oh, that is not the right. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. I do a lot of project management for an architecture firm that I work for, and I used to do a lot of drafting work in like CAD and rendering programs. I think it's the film. And then for my other job, my part-time job that I work on sort of sometimes during the weekends, I work for um, an Apple retail store. So I definitely get a handful of people. So I'm like super familiar with like the tech side of a lot of things. And I do, like I said, I do really enjoy helping people solve issues and troubleshoot. And both of those jobs give me like an opportunity to do that. One like very hands-on one-on-one, and the other um, in like sort of like larger scope, I guess. A lot of good experience. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I do enjoy. I like both jobs equally. Just because like I know retail is a little bit more difficult. Oh yeah, customer service. That's like I would say I'm pretty good with customer service. Cause like I'm very straightforward. Like if I don't think that something is gonna work, I'm gonna say like, hey, I'm not gonna talk in circles. It's not gonna work. You need to do this and this. Like I'm very straightforward, and I think like some people appreciate that and others don't. Just depends on, I guess, the customer that you get. Um, but yeah, I used to be in sales before I moved back into the tech position, and I definitely like the tech position a lot better. Software consultant. Dealing with clients is a good challenge, yeah. And like I don't think I could ever work retail full time. I have a friend that works full time, and I mean she loves her job, but I can tell like she gets burned out. Something's going on with the film on here. Type of customers changes the way you do stuff, so you're always thinking, yeah, exactly. Yeah, because like the way that I'm telling one customer might not work for the way that I'm telling another customer. You know, like if it's like the same issue, like you really have to be like, yeah, I think you also have to just be a person with them too. And I feel like I definitely find that a little bit challenging because like it's so, not to say like hardware is like cold, but like sometimes it is. Like I don't know, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, like you have to be a person, like you have to build relationships until, you know, you have to give them some bad news, but yeah, I think you have to be a person first. There's like some type of interference happening with like this, with like either the film in here, because when I take the film out, there's no interference, so I don't know what's going on. Now, when you say software consultant, because that's very general, what type of like software are you working with, and I guess what like line of work? Interference with closing the switch? I don't know, I think so. When I take the film out and I close it, it sounds fine. So I think it might be the film. Job is even harder to explain since you deal with more non-technical people. Yeah, I mean, and that's the frustrating part, because like we're taught to like empower the customer to like learn to do this on their own, and like a lot of people either just don't have the capacity to do that, or like just seriously just like need help with it. And that's one of the worst things too, is that like sometimes they don't understand, oh, why can't you just set up my phone for me, you know, like setting like learning how to use your phone, and like learning how to go through like the settings is like learning how to drive a car. Like the more you do it, the more you practice with it, like the better it's gonna be, the better your experience is gonna be. Mainly deal with file transfer application. Oh, okay. Yeah, like there's no interference there. Notice with some switches, sometimes even with film, don't close the switches fully, even though it looks like it definitely sounds different between fully closed and almost fully closed. Okay, interesting. File transfer application. Yeah, maybe I should try to close it all the way. Sean, do you get a lot of like corporate clients, or is it more like personal, like one-off clients? So it's fully closed here. So that's gone. Okay, there's no interference. Weird. Maybe the film was just not put on. For example, one of my clients was an HCM provider. Oh, healthcare? Oh. So not paychecks for other companies. Gotcha. Oh, I guess you're sort of like a middleman for as far as file transfers go. B2B. Okay. Okay, cool. That's interesting. I guess there's so many things that you don't think about that play such a huge role in like businesses working, is like behind the scenes stuff, like what you're doing. Like I was talking to a customer today, and he's in like he's in the musical industry, and he was surprised by, because there's in my area there's a really big whatchamacallit, I guess you could call them like an entertainment industry, where they build sets for concerts and musicals and stuff like that. That's like a huge deal from around here. And he was really surprised that was out here. I don't know what point I was getting to with that, but like that's like some stuff that like you don't even think about, like the behind the scenes stuff. HCM is a third party that provides stuff like paychecks. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Healthcare. Okay, that's interesting. It's definitely less prevalent, but I don't know why. I'm gonna set this one aside. Just try to finish up the rest of these. Picturing like stage crew and stage design all in one. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Like there's a huge industry in this area, and we were talking about that, and I just mentioned that like that's something that you don't even think about. Like you go to a play and you're like, oh, the play's so pretty, the actors are so good, whoa. And yeah, like you don't really think about like lighting design, set design, and stuff like that. So we just all take it for granted, I suppose. Yeah, the rest of these sound fine. I wonder if it's just that one. I had another, I think the last batch that I did in the same batch of 20, one of them sounded like that, and I replaced the film, I put it upside down, and it figured itself out, but I don't know why. highly doubt teachers make their own light shows. Yeah. Yeah, and just like even like logistics too, like transporting all that stuff, like that's a whole other industry. Like for my other job, I have to deal with a lot of like freighting companies, and it's so complex. And there's like industries for everything, and it's just really cool to sort of see like sort of behind the curtain of the magic, I guess. Rojo? ROJ? I'm gonna say Rojo. Rojo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday night. Happy post-Christmas. Just chilling, lubing some switches. Interesting. I'm really curious to know what this last little combination with that weird translucent stem and that double spring is gonna feel like. That's so weird. I've never had that happen before, where a batch came in with like one random piece. I didn't even notice it when I was taking these apart. One of the files we send is an EDI, a whole bunch of supply chain business docs. Yeah, POs, invoices, shipping notices, yeah. I recently had to do a commercial invoice, which is something that I've never heard of before, for customs, because we had to ship something out to Canada. So that was really interesting to learn the process of. Yeah, logistics is crazy. It's pretty insane. Yeah, it's definitely like underappreciated too, because I think, like I said, like most people don't think about this type of stuff, but it's wild. Having to like move trucks. This one's doing it too. Used to do warehouse logistics, it was pretty intense. Yeah, I can imagine. Was it for Mr. Daddy Bezos? Good thing about this hobby, learn about, yeah, a lot about supply chain. Yeah, and that's one of the hugest things too, I think. One of the better experiences I've had is just how, yeah. Oh no, dude. Robot. Yeah, when the Freebird was running, I think Keebs for all, they were like super transparent with everything as far as like shipping goes, and I really appreciated that because that really gave us sort of an inside glimpse of, you know, what was going down. Software for the warehouses? Oh, cool. Yeah, so I'm sure you know a lot about that whole industry. Pricing, storage, shipping materials. Yeah, I think I would say shipping is probably the most frustrating part of it, especially what happened a couple months ago. With the canal and all that. And now I think with the ports, I think ports are finally starting to open back up. So yeah, it's definitely really interesting to see, especially when vendors are being really transparent about that type of stuff. It's really nice to learn about too. That's bad. Oops. Oh, speaking of Amazon, there is there's a pretty big business complex by the Philadelphia airport. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that area at all, but my one friend, he has like a metal fabrication shop there. And I visited him the other day, and he said that the entire complex, so it's like his big building with like, I think 13 or 14 other businesses in that big complex were all bought out by some, and I don't know if it was a stranger, if it was someone else that just had a lot of money, but someone bought out that entire complex and is planning to turn it into either a logistics center for Amazon or like a warehouse for Amazon, and he was pissed, and everyone in that complex was super pissed, and they didn't even have like a say in it. They were just told like, hey, this complex is being sold, you need to move within like the year. And he had just moved into that space, which is really, really sad. So now he has to find like a whole new warehouse and like move all of his equipment over. It's just kind of a nightmare. And it just really sucks for like these big companies to just like destroy smaller ecosystems. It's very sad. I've been thinking about like canceling my Prime, but like it's just so easy. It's so easy to buy from Amazon. Yeah. It's really bad. My one friend canceled his Prime because he doesn't support them anymore. And he's been getting along just fine. So if he can do it, I think I can do it. Oof, same. Me too. Me too. Canceled Prime a while ago because you weren't buying as much. Yeah, and I don't either. And I really shouldn't be anymore. But my work sometimes will need stuff, and I feel like I should just convince them to buy it from elsewhere. But it's really dumb how convenient it is. Cause like where else am I gonna get a monitor arm? Like this little arm that I have for my like phone to be able to hold this camera up, you know? I don't know, it's really bad. I really need to like realign my values, I think. And like Amazon Prime too, like the video service, like I watched a good amount of shows on there, so like I just have to like really rough it out then. Probably have to learn AWS, yeah. RIP, my guy. It's kind of sad. I probably need to not use Amazon anymore. Raz, hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Just closing up some switches and then finishing up these ones over here. Hope you're doing well. You don't watch much on Amazon anymore. Got rid of your first gen Echo. Yeah, I have an Echo sitting around too. Ever since I got the HomePod on sale, I've been just using the HomePod, and the speakers are so much better. I was just gonna sell the Echo, I guess. It's weird. So on my end in OBS, it looks like my video like flickers a little bit. Do you guys get that on your end? Or is it kind of just like slow and like laggy? I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit better with the Wi-Fi card. It's like way better than that power line adapter. I think I was getting like 14 or 15 up, which is dumb from the power line, and now I'm getting like something like a little bit better. You're doing great. Awesome. Video set to 720, but it still looks like 360. No flicker. Okay, well that's good at least. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm still not like, this is probably only like my 5th or 6th time streaming, so like there's like there's a lot of things that I have to figure out still, so thank you for that feedback. That helps a lot. Yeah, I think in OBS it comes through at 720, but I don't know how to do it at like a little, like a lower bitrate, I guess. A little lag, but you have a couple streams up, so I don't know. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, I mean, as long as it's like, as long as you can see some stuff, I guess it's okay. But yeah, I definitely would like to improve the quality of the stream a little bit. I mean, I know that like this camera, is probably okay for this, but the bitrate I probably have to just figure out. If you're looking to sell that Echo for smart lights, yeah, for sure, yeah, dude. I'll yeah, I think I have it sitting around here actually. If you want a timestamp of it, yeah, for sure, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, cause I'm not gonna be using it, and like honestly, if you just like want to give me like $10 and like pay for shipping, like I'll just give it to you. So I think it's what, like, I think it used to be like 25 or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what the pricing looks like. I don't know if it's like a Gen 1 or Gen 2 or something like that. But yeah, for sure, take it off my hands. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting smart lights and everything too, and just have like a whole big system, but it's so much money. Like I was looking at the Philips Hue stuff for like to have lights that like match like what you're watching on TV. So that'd be sick. And just like the box for like syncing it itself is like $300. And then you have to purchase like the light strips and the bulbs and everything. It's kind of crazy. So I'm probably not gonna do that until I can actually set up like a nice little home theater, and then I'll splurge on that. But yeah, a couple of smart lights wouldn't be a bad idea. Would be fine. Oops, it's too much. How are you guys gonna spend New Year's Eve? I think I talked to some people earlier about that, but do you guys have any plans? I know some of you are going up to Boston, spending it at home. What are y'all up to for NYE? Going out to Boston to see ya girl. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, it's not too bad. Are you guys long distance? Big D&D and game night. That's fun. Friend group and a late Christmas gift exchange. Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, the outbreaks. Yeah, it's kind of crazy around here too. 31st and 1st off, so sipping and chilling probably alone. Bree, no. No, alone. Long distance. Oh, cute. How long have you guys been together, if you guys don't mind? If you guys don't mind. I'm so used to speaking in like duos now. Yeah, game night sounds fun. Once. I used to do that with a couple of my friends. I don't like, not D&D or anything like that. Like we'll like get together and play like Catan or something like that. But I haven't seen the boys in a hot minute. But that'll be fun just to hang out with friends. Got together like 2 weeks ago. I've known her for about 3 years. Ooh, cute. Friends turned lovers. We love that for you. That's very cute. Very ooh, very cute. Oh, Brie, I'm sorry. I should probably set a set aside and then just do the 9, because I think I have an extra stem here. So I'll just do 9, I think. Like a time for New Year's Eve? Nice. I love that. I love that for you. It's such a fun game. Be online with gaming. I'll probably be gaming with online buds. Why did I read that backwards? Can't go out like you used to for obvious reasons. You don't like walking around in the cold. Yeah, going out on New Year's Eve is not a very fun experience. Yeah, I think I went out, got tickets, like a group of friends. We got tickets to go to like a bar or something. And when we first got there, we got there pretty early. It was like pretty slow, and like there were only like a few people, and like literally 10 minutes later it was like packed. It was jam packed. And I think what had happened was that they oversold tickets. And they were like over capacity. And so we like literally left at like 10:30 and we just went back to their apartment. Just hung out and didn't even know that it was 12, and then it was 12. So yeah, I would not recommend going out. It's packed and it's not very fun. Pack ski gear because Boston is so cold. Yeah, it's very cold up there. It's very cold. The last time I went, back in October, it wasn't terrible, but it was like, it's frigid, I think is what it is. One Harser would not like to top that. Yeah, would not like to top that. Am I okay? Would like to not top that experience. Yeah, I feel you for sure. And it just gets messy, and I can't really stay up late anymore because I'm old. I'll be in bed by like 11:30. I'll tell you that. I'm just kidding. I think I'm just gonna be at a house party or something like that on Friday night. Counting down, maybe giving my partner a couple of kisses for the new year. Staying up late is overrated. It is. Staying up late is for the youth. I think the latest I've stayed up recently was like 1. And that's late for me, and I'm exhausted by then. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna put these on. But yeah, I can't rally anymore. I used to be able to, I can't. And especially like where I am, like you have to drive everywhere. So I really can't be doing that anymore. It's also just bad for my health, I think. Don't enjoy people in crowds except for concerts now? Yeah. And even with concerts, I'm usually near the back anyway. Like I don't try to push up to the front anymore. And whenever I can get like balcony tickets, I always get balcony tickets where there's possible seating and not in the pit anymore. I don't think I could ever do pit anymore. It's also like right now, obviously it's not great to do pit. I mean, you work 2 jobs, so that's not surprising. Yeah. Yeah, no, it definitely takes a toll on my body for sure. Natural night owl. Yeah, no, you are. You stay up pretty late. And I just can't. Like my body will just shut down at like 1:30 a.m. Yeah, I wonder why you're a night owl. Just pretend that I'm wagging my eyebrows at you, Brie. You're talking like you're 5 years older than me and stuff. It is. It really is. I don't know how you can do that. I don't know. It just makes me exhausted. Like I can't. And like the next day, if I wake up before like my allotted time, I just get blistering headaches the entire day. It's bad. It's so bad. Oh, my back. Oh my god. My posture is so terrible when I'm lubing. I'm just like hunched over with like my neck out. Not great. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna finish this up and just call it, because I think my partner wants to watch Grey's Anatomy. No, the Springs first. Do appreciate when you push yourself to hang out with me. Aw. Yeah, I mean, when I have to entertain, I will. I'm just gonna take this all out. Yeah, of course. Anything for you. Anything for you, Bree. I'll see like an email from Twitch and saying, "Oh, Bree's live at like 2:30 a.m. because I'm up to pee." And I'm like, "What is she doing?" But I also forget that you're an hour behind. Yeah, I just cannot stay up late anymore. But yeah, I'll have a nice break this week. I don't work this week for my day job. So it'll be nice to just relax and not do anything. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get bored really quickly though, which is why I'm working 2 jobs, because like I don't like getting bored, and I don't like sitting around and not doing anything. I'd rather be like up and around and working, you know? Okay, so Springs, that's the funky one. I'm not gonna lube that. I think maybe I'll leave it dry and label it something funny. Okay. Usually because of a Destiny event. Yeah, caffeine too late in my shift. Yeah. I already did that. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I haven't played Destiny in a minute. And I think I still have it downloaded. There's just too much to do, and I never know what to do, like, first. Or, like, if I even have to do stuff first, or just run around and, like, kill bots or something like that. I don't know how to play that game. But yeah, speaking of caffeine, I once, quote unquote, accidentally had a coffee at like 3 p.m. after my lunch one day, and I will tell you, I was up until like 3 a.m. because I normally only drink like 1 cup of coffee a day, and that's sort of like my limit, because like I'll be like kind of buzzed and I'll be ready and just to take on the day. But sometimes like I just crave the taste of like coffee, so like I'll like make some, or like I'll have like some like Sneak Energy or something like that. And I always regret it an hour or 2 later, because then like my heart rate gets super elevated and then I can't concentrate. So that's fun. And then I get headaches, obviously. So yeah, I try to limit myself to 1 cup a day. Sometimes when I'm really struggling, if it's like a really long day at the fruit stand, I will have another cup. But I'll like know that I have to have it before 2, or else I will just be up all night. 3? No. No. Oh, I think you heard me say Sneak Energy. It's powder energy. Do I have any fancy coffee equipment? Not really. I just have like a regular Keurig that does like a pot and like 1 K-cup duo. I think it's called the duo or something like that. I have a drip coffee maker and I have a French press, but I rarely use those 2 anymore because I just don't have time in the morning. When I get up, I'm like straight to work, which is not great. Usually do 1 coffee and 1 tea, unless you have 3 hours of meeting straight. Yeah, when that 3 o'clock hits and I have a meeting, I need something. Yeah, I try to. So my boss for my day job, he exclusively drinks tea. He doesn't drink any coffee or anything like that. And I tried to do that for a week, and did I feel better? Yes. But I went back to coffee because I like the taste of coffee. But I think tea felt really good for me. I just like the taste of coffee too much. And it's bad. French press is not much slower. I know. And I guess that's a nicer way of saying I'm really lazy and I don't want to get up to do that. Cuz I usually have like my Monday morning meetings around 9:30 and I'm up and out of bed by 9. So I don't really have time to do French press. But when I do, I definitely like to like take my time and do it. Heat up the water and stuff while you're toasting your breakfast. See, this is the difference between you and me. I do not eat breakfast. I recently bought oatmeal just to force myself to eat something in the mornings. But I do not eat breakfast. Now I like breakfast foods, but not at that time. Cut myself off at 3. Oh, so you can't do that. Well, yeah, because like if I have coffee after 3, like I will start to have heart palpitations. I think you want 410 hours for your next job. You want 4 what? 410 hour? Wait, what are you trying to say, Brie? I can't tell. You said not eat breakfast, so you started because it's supposed to be healthier. Yeah, it really is supposed to be healthier. And if I had enough discipline to make myself wake up early enough to eat breakfast, I will. But I just honestly do not. Not that I do not care for breakfast, but like I would much prefer to sleep in, even if it's like a couple of minutes. 4-day a week, 10-hour shifts. That probably sounds right. Flipping for work, so I'll be having more coffee soon. Yes. Sorry, Bree. I'm big dummy. Hi, Cassip. Yeah, I really need to be eating breakfast though, I feel like, because I definitely get like super hungry around 11 and then my tummy hurts and then I'm like, why does my tummy hurt? And then I don't eat lunch until 2:33. So it's definitely not great for my body. Oh, hey! Hey, that's awesome. Look at us. Lubing buddies. I love that. I love that for you. Which film am I using? I am using the Kibo Switch films. I personally like these a lot better over the Desk Keys ones. They're easier to put on personally, and I just like how thin they are, because I think these switches don't need super thick film. But as we mentioned before, it's all personal preference. So, what are you using? Are you doing any spring swaps or anything like that, or are you just putting everything together? Same components. Yeah, I really need to start eating breakfast because my stomach hurts every day. I am in pain every day. Dex, he's a bit thick. Yeah, having trouble closing the switch. Dude, I know. And like the housing itself is already so tight that I think having these really thin ones just helps it a little bit. And you could always just like not film them at all too. 4 10-hour shifts a week. Right now you have 6 days 1 week and 4 days the other week on rotation. Okay, try something different. Yeah, and I mean that also just opens you up to have more time to do things on other days and actually have like a couple days off, you know, which is good. Maybe want to lube, so I started lubing some KTT mallows. Ooh, KTT mallows. Are they they're not the marshmallows, right? Like the marshmallows? I'll have to look those up. I've been meaning to get a couple more switches with all the switches that I have already. Then TX and desk keys just have options based on switch tolerances. Yeah, I think I have some clear desk keys as well. But yeah, I really like these because these are really thin. And I think I've used these in pretty much all the switches that I have that I needed it to film. And I've only used the desk keys for a couple of batches. And yeah, I find that like the thin ones just work a little bit better. Really like tactile, kind of like a brown. Ooh. See, I am not a fan of tactile switches. And I do enjoy, I like a light tactility. Cute pale yellow housing and pink stem. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, I have seen these. You're gonna spring swap to TX 16mm 67 gram. Okay, nice. I don't think I've tried TX films. Or sorry, TX springs. Are they 60mm? So they're probably long. Long springs. Do they feel any different? I mean, I'm sure they do. I don't know why I'm asking that. You like TX springs a lot? I'll have to give them a try. So I guess the long springs, let me think. Snappier return, okay, that's what I thought, yeah. But not like double stage. I really enjoy the double stage on the diamonds that I have in here. But I'm curious to try like a longer spring like this. I might give this a try actually. I might do a spring swap on some of my, I don't know what I have that I can spring swap. Yeah, I don't know. I would like to try that out. Very cool. Well, that's good to know. Cat yellow. Okay. You know, strangely enough, when I first got into the hobby, I don't think I've ever tried yellow switches. I know everyone's like, oh, it's like the budget-friendly like king, right? Which makes sense. But I feel like I should get some just to know what that feels like and just keep them in like my rotation. The longer the spring, the more resistance as you press down. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, I think just thinking about it too, like more coils. I guess from like a physics standpoint. Not urgent message. Okay, I will look later. Yeah, I feel like I should just get yellows just to have them, just to do maybe like just comparisons too, just to know what they feel like. Has the milky black bottom, milky top for 20 cents. Yeah. I think I ordered anything from Dank Keeps? I know that they're like a kind of like a smaller vendor. I know Keeps for All is a smaller vendor, but now that they're running the Freebird, they're getting a little bit bigger. I buy most of my stuff from 3D Keeps out of Houston, or not Houston, in Texas. God. And they're super cool people. But yeah, I'm always looking for vendors to support. Yeah, Yellows and J-Wix are competing for your top budget switches. KTT. Yeah, I've been meaning to get my hands on some strawberries. KTT strawberries. So I think I might get some of those and try the marshmallows because I do like a lighter tactile switch. Hey Rojo, thought you liked the tactiles and then you try the lavenders. Yeah, linear gang. I don't know. I prefer the tactiles over, or sorry, I prefer the linears over tactiles. I just like the smooth travel. And I need it for gaming, because I'm a gamer. Glad to have converted someone. Yeah, I think I had like a Keychron K3 with browns, and I was like, oh, this is the best feeling ever. And then like 2 weeks later, I was like, I'm kind of tired of this. Then I bought an ID80. And now I'm stuck in this hobby. The switches I lubed for you. Yeah, the Magic Girls, right? Those were tactile. I liked those. Yeah, those were nice. I liked those. Linear's more, but you type better with tactiles. You have 23 keyboards? Oh my god. Dude, that's too much. That's too many. What? Why do you have so many? Are you okay? Oh no. 20 are linear? Okay, well that's good at least. That's good. But holy shit, dude. 23 boards. Jesus. I always get, it's always so fun to see when someone makes a mech market post with like 17 boards, and I'm just like, why do you have so many? I kept one. I think I kept one. Yeah. 3 group buy boards. Jesus Christ, dude. 3 group buy boards and 6 kits. My guy. You're wild. It's because buying is an addiction. It really is. Did you build them all or why? Yeah, what are your... I guess if you were to rank them, since I'm sure they're all your babies, what would be your top? I almost said top 3 and I was like, it's probably not great making you choose. Top 5 to 7 boards. Top 5 to 7. Let's do that. Top 5 to 7 boards. For you, personally. And Bree, also, that looks cool as hell. You're gonna be so cool. I love you so much. I miss you. Build all but a couple and you collect more than anything. Gotcha. What are your top 23 boards? Yes, give us a comprehensive list now. They're all 40%? Wow. Now, if you're like me, do you have a spreadsheet of all of your boards? Because I have a spreadsheet of all of my boards. I've been trying to like translate it into like a Notion workspace because I want to learn how to use Notion, but holy crap, dude. I hope you're keeping track of that somehow. I don't know. I also just like organization, I guess. 40% are cute. I will say that they're cute. Would I type on one? Maybe. Hi. Yeah, I responded. Yeah, I said yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. That's wild, my guy. That's 23 too many. You have a spreadsheet of... I know! Yeah, I have a spreadsheet of everything. I feel like most people have to have one for the amount of stuff that they buy and keep track of. Yeah, like I have a list of like stuff that I'm waiting for, like keycaps and whatnot to come in. How are they stored? Do they all work? I know, it's crazy. I want to ask all the questions. All brass UD40, PC Neuron, aluminum. 45 ATS, PEG 40, D40 stacked acrylic prime. Wow, there is a top 7 and yes, I have a spreadsheet. Good. Holy crap, dude. That's wild. Yeah, I'm gonna look up all those 40%. I do want to get more into 40%. Just because I just think they're adorable. Oh no, you're good. I mean, like once or twice, but that's okay. H is fine. Okay, I'm gonna look up all these boards because now I'm curious. Oh, my back just cracked. Ouch. Okay. I'll let them know you said hi. Also, winning 15 keycap sets. Bro! Oh my god. How do you want to be my sugar daddy? Or sugar mommy? Not serious, but low-key kind of. Okay, 45 ATS. Ooh. This is probably gonna mess with my bit rate, so I'm sorry if it's like kind of weird over here. Oh, that is nice. See, I like having arrow keys. That's really nice. That's really pretty. 45 ATS, nice. Okay, UD40. Ortho, bro. The ortho ones, they look really pretty. Okay, and here's the other question. Do you use them all? Are they on like a rotation? And if so, how? The Adderley would have been your end game if you were into 40s. Yeah, the Adderley is really pretty. Adderley. I don't know how to pronounce anything, so I'm sorry. I'm also typing really bad because this thing is right in front of me. The Neuron is really pretty. My first, I guess, HKKB layout would be the Kara, but I don't have like one of these layouts yet, and I'm curious to see how that would affect my typing experience. Most are on rotation. There's no rhyme or reason why. Some are built for giggles. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. Okay. Hank, I think I've seen the Pank 40. Yeah, this is the other. Is it ortho? It is not. It can be? Wait. It's not. That's cute. It's a cute board. Yeah, it's just so small and cute is how I would describe the 40%. Yours is staggered, but they made an ortho version? Gotcha. Ooh, the 40 is nice too. I really like that large forehead. That's very nice to me. Like kind of like thicker bezels. Thicker bezels are really nice. Yeah, the 40 is nice. Wow. Super cool. Yeah, I think I'll definitely take a look at a couple of like stacked acrylic boards. I think P3D I'll have to take a look at and maybe get something from them or SMK. Yeah, I'd like to open up a little bit more and take a look at some like cheaper options too. The what? I'll send it in a bit. I think I can post links. I don't know if I disabled the ability to post links. Bree, can you? Well, you're a mod, so you might be able to, but can someone try to post a link to something and see if it works? Because I think I enabled that again, so it might work now. Because I think I had that disabled just as like a safeguard. Switch Couture is also good, but sometimes is a little expensive. Yeah, I looked at them too. Okay, yeah, cool. Thank you. Yeah, so I guess it works. But it's P3D are the guys that do the stacked acrylic boards. I know SM Keyboard seems to work with both Twitch and outside links. Okay, thank you, Sean. Looks like it's fine. Thanks, Bree. I'll send you the links in a bit here. Here. These are the two stacked acrylic vendors that at least I know of that have like pretty good quality stuff, I think. P3D has a really cool the ISO enter like macro pad. I thought that was hilarious. And I think I'm gonna get like one or two because I have a lot of ISO enters that I don't use. So it'll be cool to have, I think. I think one thing that like really excites me about this hobby is like the ability to modify like your switches. I think that's like one of the coolest things to me. Like you can make them feel how you want it to feel. And there's so many different options and so many different ways to make it feel just unique and different. I don't know, stuff like that is like really cool to me. And I definitely want to do more like switch modding and checking out different types of springs and all that. I think that's like the coolest thing to me. I don't know, I just really enjoy like this hobby, even though it really is putting me in crippling debt. But who isn't in debt now? It's 2021. Oh, I think I hit a stutter there. Alright, last one, we'll close these up. I think we'll see who we can raid and say hi to, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night. It is getting a little bit late. Hey, free mind. Building, don't be going into DEVT. Building strange budget boards. Aw. But I want to experiment. I want to build any and all boards that I can get my meaty little hands on. My little fingies. I want to try it out. Okay. I'm gonna leave this last one naked. Cause that is not what that's supposed to look like. Budget boards do give you a lot of options without having to spend money on metal. Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I'd like to sort of go into that too, and maybe just get like a nice stacked acrylic board. I think that would be nice. Okay. Were you looking for a keep stream to raid? Yeah. Yeah, if you want to help me look breed, that'd be very useful. You have non-keep one? Okay, yeah, we can take a look at that. We can take a look at that one too. Dear God. I am not okay right now. Stack series on Canon Keys? Okay. Yeah, Canon Keys has some good stuff. Stacked. They're nice, but they're not cheap. Thinking of a stacked FR4 budget board. Ooh. Ah, okay. Non-acrylic. Yeah, that'll for sure like affect the sound a lot. Stacked 65. Cassip, if you're still here, if you don't mind me asking, where did you order the meteor whites from? Obi from Mechwild. Oh, interesting. I really like the shape of it. Orange Boy Ergo. Ah, that could be interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for more like layouts to play with too. I think this might be a good option. Fun build, super affordable. Cool, thanks for the rec. Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at that. You don't see any key ones at the moment? Yeah, I feel like not a lot of people are streaming because it's like right after the holidays, so understandable. Had to sneeze again, sorry. Not related to them, by the way, just build esoteric stuff and they got good vibe. Yeah, no worries. All good. Yeah, I'll check out the Cannon Key stack too. Like a nice beginner stacked acrylic board. I lied. Oh, the comparison was cosmic. Oh, okay, yeah, if they're on right now, yeah, we'll go and say hi. Yeah, we'll take a look and see if it's someone that we've said hi before, or if it's someone else. But if we can't find anyone, we'll go say hi to Cosmic. Cosmic. Yeah, I don't know. When I first started streaming, I like did not know what to talk about at all. But But I think now I'm like, as I'm doing it more, like I can like find stuff to talk about. Even if it's just like me, myself, and I in the chat. But it definitely helps when there's even like just one or two. It's just an easier conversation, I think. Oh, someone's dog is barking outside. Nice thing is you can talk about anything. Yeah, I know, for sure. Like, it's not constrained to, like, the specific game that you're playing or, like, whatever I'm doing at the moment. So, yeah, it's definitely really nice and, like, super appreciated. Send a link to a key build. Okay, thank you, Bree. Especially with loop streams. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna clean a little bit. Just sort of... and then we'll go and say hi to this stream that Bree linked for us here. Oh, let me put this... Alright, I'm gonna keep this one naked. Because I don't know why it looks like that. Maybe I'll just film it. Throw this one on here. Why? I'm confused as to what happened here. Finished my mileage just in time. Nice! That's awesome. Congrats. Good job. Yeah, this one, I'm just gonna put this off to the side because I don't know what happened here. I don't know why it looks like that. Okay. How many did you lube? It takes me like a weirdly long amount of time to lube. Also, like even when I'm not like doing stuff like this. I don't know, it takes me like a weird amount. It takes me weirdly long to lube. 50? Okay. I lubed about 20, 30. I lubed 30 in the time, and you started before me? No, sorry, you started after me. How did you lube really quickly then, if that's the case? Just remember that while you're talking about your favorite keyboard stuff, you can also talk about cool new to branches as well. Yeah. Okay. Why do you not look like the others? Yeah, I have to clean this. I need to clean this little thing because there's like factory lube on it. Lube same method as me, and you lubed 50 in the time that it took me to lube like the rest of my 20. Wasn't having to stop for chat. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe I also just take a little bit longer with like the stems and whatnot. And as someone had recommended, bag lubing the stems. And I have a weird thing with like getting lube on the stems because I don't want lube on the stems, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I also just like want to make sure that like everything looks okay, so I like redo a lot of parts, which is sometimes good and bad, especially if like I'm in a rush to finish or something like that. Cleaning Asmer. I will never bag lube again. I know. Yeah, like I've been using this John for my springs, and it works well. I really like it, and then I don't have to like waste a plastic bag whenever I bag lube. Okay, let me just put everything in its proper place, and then we'll go and find someone to raid. A couple days ago, I like destroyed my finger with this tweezer, so that's always nice. And you guys needed to know that, so just be careful around your tweezers. Alright. Tub loop the springs, yeah, it's just way easier, I think. And like with the plastic bags too, like I can't get enough air in it, so it just like sort of sits there. And like no matter how hard I shake it, it like stays in the same place, so. Alright, let's take a look at, let's see. Let's toss that out. Save that for later, put that away. Alright, cool. Look at us, getting stuff done.
The hero could not be reached for comment. Up next, Emma.
Thanks, disembodied voice. With some wavy lines up here and some flags down there, we need some fun on this map. Luckily, there's an...
And I don't know, and Brie, I don't know if you know, is there a way to raid in OBS, or do I have to go to like my like stream manager on Twitch? I don't know. I can't tell. I think it has to be through, maybe it has to be through Twitch. Anyways, alright guys, so it's done through Twitch. Okay, that's what I thought, because that was the only way that I could do it the other time. So we're gonna go say hi to just Twitch browser app. Okay, we're gonna go say hi to By Cruzy. Looks like they're building a glorious board. It's gonna be their first board, so we'll go and say hi, hang out for a little bit, yeah, and just have some fun. So thanks guys for hanging out. I know I didn't really have like a stream planned. Again, I don't really have a schedule for these things. I just sort of, whenever I get in a creative mood, I guess, whenever I get in a funky, funny feeling mood, throw one of these together. So let's go say hi, hang out for a little bit, and thanks for hanging out. And if I don't talk to you guys before the new year, happy new year, happy 2022. May all your dreams come true. Wow, I'm gonna end it there because that is perfect. All right guys, thanks for hanging out. Solid stream, thank you, I appreciate that. All right guys, bye bye.